Rex was a clever boy. He liked playing more than school. One day, Rex hid in the garden. He did not want to go to school. Rex's parents were worried. Where was Rex?
They looked everywhere. They looked in Rex's room, they looked in the kitchen, they even looked under the bed. But Rex was gone. Rex's parents needed help. Sheriff Lobo was a big, friendly sheriff. He always helped people. Dr. Panda was a kind doctor. He could turn into a tiger. They were the best team in town.
"We need to find Rex," said Rex's parents. "He is not at school."
Sheriff Lobo nodded.
"We will find him," he said.
Dr. Panda smiled. "Don't worry," he said. "We have a plan." Dr. Panda had a secret. He had a special van. It was a transformation vehicle. Dr. Panda could turn it into anything. Today, the van became an ice cream truck. "Ice cream! Ice cream! Come and get your ice cream!" Rex loved ice cream. He came running out of his hiding place.
"This is our chance," whispered Sheriff Lobo.
But Rex was too fast. He darted through the narrow alleyways, his feet barely touching the ground. The night was his ally, cloaking him in shadows as he moved with the agility of a cat. The moonlight barely caught a glimpse of his silhouette before he vanished into the darkness. Rex had always been a master of evasion, and tonight was no different. He knew every nook and cranny of the town, every shortcut and hidden path. His heart pounded in his chest, but he didn't slow down. He couldn't afford to, not with Sheriff Lobo on his tail. He saw Sheriff Lobo and ran away. The sheriff's eyes narrowed as he caught sight of Rex. "There he is!" he shouted, his voice echoing through the empty streets. But Rex was already a step ahead, his legs pumping harder as he pushed himself to go faster. The chase was on, and both men knew it would be a test of endurance and wits. Sheriff Lobo and Dr. Panda looked for Rex all day. They scoured every corner of the town, their determination unwavering. The sun beat down on them, but they didn't stop. They couldn't. Rex was too important to let slip through their fingers. They checked every alley, every abandoned building, every place Rex might hide. Their eyes were sharp, their minds focused. But Rex was always one step ahead, always just out of reach. They looked in the park. The lush greenery offered plenty of hiding spots, but Rex was nowhere to be found. The park was eerily quiet. The usual sounds of children playing and birds singing replaced by the rustle of leaves and the distant hum of traffic. Sheriff Lobo and Dr. Panda moved through the park with purpose, their eyes scanning every shadow, every bush. But Rex was a ghost, slipping through their fingers like smoke. They looked at the playground. The swings creaked in the gentle breeze, the empty slides and climbing frames casting long shadows in the fading light. It was a place of laughter and joy during the day, but now it felt desolate and abandoned. Sheriff Lobo and Dr. Panda searched every corner, every hiding spot, but there was no sign of Rex. The frustration was starting to show on their faces, but they didn't give up. They even looked in the library, but Rex was gone. The quiet, dusty shelves offered no clues, no signs of recent activity. The library was a place of knowledge and learning, but tonight it was just another dead end. Sheriff Lobo and Dr. Panda exchanged a look of determination. They wouldn't let Rex slip away so easily. They would find him no matter how long it took.
"We need a new plan," said Sheriff Lobo. His voice was firm, his eyes steely with resolve. They couldn't keep chasing shadows. They needed to outthink Rex to anticipate his next move. Dr. Panda nodded in agreement, his mind already racing with possibilities. They had to be smarter, faster, more cunning. They had to be one step ahead of Rex, just like he had been one step ahead of them. Rex is very good at hiding. He knows this town like the back of his hand. He knows every hiding spot, every escape route, but we know him. We know how he thinks, how he moves. We can catch him if we work together, if we stay focused. We just need to be patient, to wait for the right moment.
Dr. Panda thought for a moment. His mind was a whirlwind of ideas, each one more complex than the last. But then, a simple thought struck him. Sometimes the best plans are the simplest ones. He looked at Sheriff Lobo, a spark of inspiration in his eyes. "I have an idea," he said. His voice was calm, confident. Sheriff Lobo leaned in, listening intently. Dr. Panda's plan was simple, but it just might work. They would use the night to their advantage, just like Rex did. They would wait for him, let him come to them. It was a gamble, but it was their best shot. We will wait for him tonight. The town was quiet, the streets empty. The only sounds were the distant chirping of crickets and the occasional rustle of leaves. Sheriff Lobo and Dr. Panda took their positions, their eyes sharp, their senses alert. They knew Rex would come. They just had to be ready. The night was their ally now, and they would use it to catch their elusive prey. That night Rex came out of hiding. He was hungry. He crept into the kitchen for a snack. But Sheriff Lobo and Dr. Panda were waiting.
Oh no!
Rex saw them and jumped out the window.
He's getting away.
They ran outside. Rex was gone. Don't worry, I have another idea. He smiled. It's time for Tiger. Dr. Panda went into the transformation vehicle. He was determined to solve the problem at hand. The transformation vehicle was a marvel of modern technology designed to change anyone who entered it into a different creature. Dr. Panda had used it many times before, but this time felt different. He knew the stakes were high. He came out as a big, friendly tiger. The transformation was seamless, and Dr. Panda, now a tiger, felt a surge of new energy and strength. His senses were heightened, and he could feel the power in his new form. He looked around, getting used to his new body, and took a deep breath, ready to face the challenges ahead.
Roar! The roar echoed through the forest, a sound of both power and reassurance. It was a signal to his friends and a warning to his enemies. Dr. Panda, now tiger, felt a sense of pride and responsibility. He knew he had to find Rex and help him, no matter what.
He could smell Rex's scent. The scent was faint but unmistakable. Dr. Panda, now tiger, focused on the scent, letting his new instincts guide him. He knew Rex was in trouble and needed his help. The forest was dense, but Tiger moved with agility and purpose, following the trail. Tiger followed the scent to the park. The park was a familiar place, but it looked different through the eyes of a tiger. The scents were stronger, the sounds clearer. Tiger moved silently, his eyes scanning the area for any sign of Rex. He knew he was close, but Rex was hiding behind a tree. Rex was scared and unsure of what to do. He had heard the roar and didn't know it was Dr. Panda. He thought a real tiger was after him. He tried to stay as quiet as possible, hoping the tiger wouldn't find him. He tripped over a root and fell. The fall was sudden and painful. Rex tried to get up, but his ankle hurt. He was now more scared than ever. He could hear the tiger getting closer and didn't know what to do. He felt helpless and vulnerable. Tiger heard Rex and ran to help. The sound of Rex falling reached Tiger's ears, and he knew he had to act fast. He sprinted through the forest, his powerful legs propelling him forward. He could see Rex on the ground and knew he had to reassure him. But Rex thought Tiger was a real tiger. Rex's eyes widened in fear as he saw the tiger approaching. He didn't recognize Dr. Panda in his new form and thought he was in grave danger. His heart raced, and he tried to crawl away, but the pain in his ankle was too much. He was scared. Rex's mind was racing with thoughts of escape, but he couldn't move. He looked up at the tiger, his eyes filled with fear. He didn't know what to expect and braced himself for the worst. Ouch! The pain in his ankle was excruciating, and he couldn't hold back the cry. He hoped someone would hear him and come to his rescue, not realizing that help was already there in the form of his friend, Dr. Panda, now a tiger.
Don't be scared, I'm here to help.
Rex was surprised. The tiger sounded like Dr. Panda.
Dr. Panda, is that you?
Tiger nodded. Tiger gently nudged Rex with his big head. Rex realized he wasn't scared anymore. He felt safe with Tiger.
Why are you running away, Rex?
Rex looked down at his feet.
I don't like school.
Tiger listened patiently as Rex explained his fear of school. When Rex finished, Tiger suggested,
Maybe we can make school more fun? How about we visit your classroom together tomorrow?
Rex thought for a moment. Going to school with a tiger did sound fun.
Okay.
Holding on tight to Tiger's stripes, Rex felt a little braver already. The next day, everyone at school was surprised to see Rex arrive with a tiger. It was an unusual sight, and the students couldn't believe their eyes. Whispers and gasps filled the air as Rex confidently walked through the school gates with the majestic tiger by his side. The tiger, with its sleek fur and powerful presence, seemed to be completely at ease in the school environment. Rex had a newfound sense of confidence, and it showed in the way he carried himself. The students, initially shocked, soon gathered around, curious and excited to see what would happen next. Rex, with Tiger by his side, found that learning could be fun. The tiger, surprisingly gentle and calm, became a symbol of courage and strength for Rex. In the classroom, the tiger sat quietly beside Rex, almost as if it understood the importance of education. The presence of the tiger made the lessons more engaging and exciting. Rex, who once dreaded going to school, now looked forward to each day with enthusiasm. The tiger's presence seemed to have a positive effect on the entire class, making the learning environment more dynamic and interactive. He made new friends and even started enjoying his lessons. The other students, initially wary of the tiger, soon warmed up to it and to Rex. They admired Rex's bravery and began to see him in a new light. Rex's confidence grew as he formed new friendships and found himself laughing and enjoying his time at school. The lessons, which once seemed tedious, now felt like exciting adventures. The tiger, always by Rex's side, became a beloved member of the school community, and Rex's transformation was nothing short of remarkable. Rex learned that talking about his problems could make them feel smaller. With his new friends, Rex found it easier to open up about his fears and anxieties. The tiger, a silent but powerful presence, gave him the courage to speak his mind. His friends listened and offered support, and Rex realized that he wasn't alone. Sharing his problems made them seem less daunting, and he felt a sense of relief and comfort. The bonds he formed with his classmates grew stronger, and Rex discovered the power of friendship and communication. He also learned that facing his fears, especially with friends like Tiger and Sheriff Lobo by his side, could turn a scary situation into an adventure. Rex's journey was filled with challenges, but with the support of his friends and the tiger, he faced each one with courage and determination. Sheriff Lobo, a wise and experienced figure, provided guidance and encouragement. Together, they turned obstacles into opportunities for growth and learning. Rex's story became an inspiration to others, showing that with the right support and a brave heart, anything is possible. The once timid boy had transformed into a confident and adventurous young man, ready to take on the world with his loyal friends by his side.